Previously on Doki Doki Literature Club's Purist Mod.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
We really are friends now, aren't we?
Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori,
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay?
is Monica suggesting I spend a weekend with one of my club members? Of course I'm going to go with Yuri. Is that even a question? Yuri's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. This is it, guys. It is Sunday. We have got Yuri coming to our house. We better make sure that it is in pristine condition. Pristine condition, alright? We're going to make sure everything is good and Gucci. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There is no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've even been texting occasionally. Ah yes, sliding into the DMs. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. Sayori?
Hi, Ryan.
I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us.
You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you?
I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now.
If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess.
That's because I end up cleaning it for you.
How come you suddenly wanted to come over today?
Are you supposed...
Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today?
Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know about that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting.
Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? And that's true.
That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today?
Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything.
So it's just me and Yuri then?
Yep.
There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head.
That's no good, Ryan.
Huh?
Why can't it be just like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been able to. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this, it's just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me.
Sayori! I grab her shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Aren't you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile.
You really put me in a trap, Ryan. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time.
Seeing what? What are you even talking about, Sayori?
You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Ryan? Guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life.
Oh boy, they're definitely keeping this part in, aren't they? I am terrified on what's going to happen next. It's meant to be a purist mod. It's meant to be happy endings and all that, but...
Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it with me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without anyone worrying about me.
I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori?
Huh?
Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me.
I don't understand at all, Ryan. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt.
You're right, that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do.
No, Ryan. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be just like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am.
Tears streaked down Sayori's face.
I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one.
Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace.
Ryan.
Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Ryan.
Sayuri isn't hugging back, despite my arms being wrapped around her. Sayuri's arms remain at her side. She starts sobbing in my ear.
No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Ryan,
Sayuri barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't.
I don't know.
Gently, Sayuri finally puts her arms around me in return.
I don't know anything. It's already scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Ryan. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too.
Sayuri lets me go. And as she does, I let go of her as well. The festival is tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, right?
Yeah.
How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise.
I think that would be nice then.
Yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all the days, this had to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel.
No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you.
But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head.
I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right?
It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest.
It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright. I'll look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayuri is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to be having a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri?
Thank goodness.
And now we continue with Yuri. Let's get past that deep, heavy stuff that we just had a moment ago. Because, oh god. Oh god. Yeesh. That's, the fact that that's... How the hell is this going to play out if this is meant to be happy endings for everybody? Surely they can't include the big moment in this game in the purist mod and expect happy endings with another I don't know. Alright, Yuri's in front of us now. Let's focus on that. Let's focus on Yuri, guys.
Thank goodness.
You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time?
No, I just got here. But I started getting really nervous when no one answered the doorbell.
You always could have texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home.
I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason.
It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you.
That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well, Ryan?
Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm
sure you'll be fine.
I take Yuri to my bedroom. Oh yeah. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around cautiously, which makes me feel anxious.
It's so clean.
I cleaned it before you came over, so...
That's very considerate of you to do.
No. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy clean... Oh, that's her.
Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean.
That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there! I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine.
I'm sorry! I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out.
It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap, as if to make sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started?
Yes. I have a few things planned that you could help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements.
Atmospheric enhancements?
You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles.
Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far.
Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to prove an experience that will leave them wanting more.
That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person.
Intense?
I guess that's the best way of putting it.
Is that a bad thing?
No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually.
Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy.
Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little.
Relax. I bought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event.
Oh yeah? Like what?
Let's see.
Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object.
I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you?
Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though?
Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy?
Not familiar at all.
Is that so? It's one of my favourite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself.
We're gonna be blazing tonight! We're gonna be blazing in our rooms. It's like, what herbs are we gonna put in there? Da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da da da. La da da da. La da da da. La da 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 da.
Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic.
Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a few moments, a thin ray of vapour begins to spout through the small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this for?
This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells sweet, a little sweet and flowery, right?
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it.
I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems?
It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for?
Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get?
Yeah, I have it over here.
We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I like to do is write a different kanji character on each paper. Well, we'll need about 100 of them.
Oh yeah? What will those be used for?
Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbons and hang them on the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the kanji paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful?
It would also catch the eyes of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside.
That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri.
Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it.
Yuri giggles with red cheeks. We're getting in there, lads. We're getting in there. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Nah, it's the we're just getting drugged up by that jasmine oil. Or maybe it's the excitement she feels for sharing something that she enjoys.
Here's a marker, Ryan. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting ribbons.
Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long string of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinged blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy.
Well...
Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it?
You're going to think it's weird.
Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know?
If you promise you won't be weirded out.
Yeah, I promise.
Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying?
I'm scared. if I wasn't scared enough because of Sayori, I'm now scared because of Yuri. Oh God! I want her to have a happy ending! Is that too much to ask?
Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me.
No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you.
Suits me?
Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that.
It is, isn't it?
Yuri relaxes her expression once again.
Would you like to hold it?
Sure. I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife, with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow.
Ryan! Why did you do that?
I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all.
It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It could cut through skin like paper. Oh no.
A small drop of blood trickles down my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. We'd be learning plenty of kinks today, won't we? I'm making sure any sharp object is taken out of my room any time that she visits now. Yep. Frostmourne, that means you two. That means you two, Frostmourne. But yeah, don't think I'm replacing you. You're amazing. I will never replace you. What was that? Kill everybody. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back.
Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking.
Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri...
That's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry.
Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this and for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return.
Ryan!
Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. It's getting hot in here or what, guys? I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy by now.
You're so weird, Ryan.
She giggles shyly. Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that.
Where do you keep your bandages?
I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding.
I see. That's relieving.
The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I'll continue to make progress on the kanji. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri.
Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task?
Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind?
I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets.
That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolour paint tablets.
We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us?
Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute.
Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill up the cups too much, it'll be too diluted.
Taking Yuri's advice, I decide to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than the full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, then bring it back to my room. Yuri?
Yes?
I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling a sleeve, pulling it over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything?
No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint.
Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them in the cups.
So,
And don't act, let's not get over, and let's not forget that I know exactly what happened there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to deal with that in my pursuit of Yuri. Oh God!
I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspiration quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom.
Ah, neat. What are you going to write?
Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you.
Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing.
I'm sorry if this feels too childish.
No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know?
Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too.
Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself.
For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't ever want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer.
I vibe with that. I definitely vibe with that. Because really, it's just me and Stephen. So that's usually who I associate with.
I think that's all it takes for me to be happy.
Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing an experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently.
I knew you'd understand.
Yuri leans over the banner and grabs an unused paintbrush. but I move at the same time, causing my hand to bump into hers. Sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hand in surprise. Are you hurt?
No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me.
It's not your fault. And your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck.
Is there something on my face?
Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, and I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Ah yeah! I'm also not gonna lie, but this image right here, this image is my login screen image for the computer. It has been that way since the start of Doki Doki. When I started my first playthrough of Doki Doki Literature Club, this has been the wallpaper, and it is still the wallpaper to this day. Here, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong?
It's hot. I just didn't expect it.
Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist.
Wait.
Huh?
Just for a little longer. It feels really nice.
I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognise from when she's reading her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away.
Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out.
It's fine. Oh, it's more than fine, Yuri. It is more than fine. I am fully happy of the progress we are making. Yes! The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking.
I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now?
Not yet. It needs to dry first.
That's true. But won't that take a while?
Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and then have you bring it in tomorrow morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay?
That's totally fine.
Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here.
Phew.
You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit?
No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done.
I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon.
So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have an extra time after finishing the work.
Well,
Yuri thinks to herself.
I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
Oh no. Oh god, no. That was all me, wasn't it? It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker.
No, it's not your fault. At all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right?
Yeah.
So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything.
Gathering all of her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment.
But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen.
It definitely won't be.
Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then... Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted. Because we can do this again. Whenever you want. You can come over. Or we can go out somewhere. No, I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Ryan. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. I kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Monica?
What? Wait! Oh! Oh! This is different! This is definitely different because in the original Doki it was Sayuri and it made everything so much worse, but... Oh! I have something different now. I have no idea what's to come next. Oh my god. I mean, that's not... I mean, I had an obvious idea of what was to come next and stuff like that. Reading through the dialogue, though, I completely forgot a load of the details that was said. It's been a long time since I've played the original game. But I knew about the CGIs of Yuri, obviously, and I knew about Sayuri's depression. What I didn't know is what was going to be carried over from the original game into this mod. Like, for example, Sayuri still has a depression. Yuri, with her quickly trying to unravel her sleeve, we all know what she was doing. I'm not going to say it because I want this mod to elaborate that itself. But it was meant to be Sayuri that comes and meets me here. But now it's Monica. Ooh. Huh?
Don't let me get in the way. Monica? Sayuri said she was just helping online. I changed my mind and decided to come over. Anyway, just now, you weren't... just now, you weren't... Oh, I know. Don't worry, your secret is safe with me. I won't say a word. I was just on my way to Sayuri's. Our work for the festival won't get done itself. Especially if I'm not online. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. It's been a while since it's been just us girls. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow.
Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Monica waves goodbye after her.
Not Sayuri, She's already told you what she's going through, right?
I tried to open my mouth, but nothing comes out. I was about to ask how she knew, but it was likely that Sayuri told Monica about things. They seemed like close friends after all.
Don't worry about it.
What?
If you're going to go after someone or something, don't do it half-heartedly. So don't worry. I'll take care of things so you can focus on what's ahead of you.
Monica gives an enigmatic laugh.
Even if you try to save everyone, you can only do it one at a time, right?
Yeah.
I guess even you have your limits.
Yeah. Yeah, Monica is still fully self-aware. Don't forget the beginning of this series, guys. Monica knows exactly what we're doing. She has no control because it's a mod. She can't break the fourth wall and rewrite the game and stuff. But she is making an effort to go and visit Sayuri. And by doing so, would probably help Sayori not doing what we all know that she does in Doki Doki Literature Club. So,
Or maybe that's how you wanted things. But it hardly matters. I'll handle what you can't. It's not like I have much to do anyways.
Monika, I don't really know what to say, but thanks.
Alright, see you tomorrow at the festival, Ryan.
With that, Monika gives a wave as she goes towards Sayori's house. Alright, I guess I better go rest for the festival tomorrow. Oh, new music as well. Today is the day, people. Finally, the day of the festival has arrived. And with that, guys, I'm afraid I'm going to have to end this episode right here, folks. Oh, ain't I a stinker for that, but I'm going to have to end it here, guys. We are now finally getting into brand new territory. This is the time where we can work on getting the happy ending that Yuri deserves. We will get our love for Valentine's Day, and it is gonna be glorious. And if you liked what you've seen here, folks, then you know where that subscribe button is, and just because YouTube gods demand it, you better ding that bell. But until next time, guys, keep smiling, keep laughing, keep enjoying life to its fullest. And that's the bottom line. Because Rundum Studios said so.